Hello and welcome back to Bricksburg. It's possible you may have seen BrickLink content where they film what's called the PABLO. It's an acronym for Picking a BrickLink Lego Order. So I figured I'd try to do a twist on it and call it PABOBLO. Picking a bunch of BrickLink Lego orders. At the time I thought it was the most clever thing. I thought it was the most clever thing in the world. Anyway, today is the day for the Mos Eisley Cantina set, 75290. It's available to VIPs at lego.com and Lego stores. Now, it shouldn't be a problem if you miss out right now, but keep an eye out for it if you want to get after it. I checked earlier today and it was not available. There was a link that took me to the VIP section, and that was really it. 3,000 pieces and a plethora of minifigures to tickle your fancy. Not too shabby. I was looking at some of the minifigures through the photos, and I think some of them are from previous Mos Eisley Cantina sets, but I'm not entirely sure. If anyone knows, by all means leave in the comments below. I'm going to be probably picking up this set within the next week or two. So I'm noticing there's some sort of a crackling going on with the microphone. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I did a little bit of research and tried a handful of things. So basically, reset the computer, shut down background applications, so on and so forth. I have no idea what it is. There was always talk about a condenser. I don't have a condenser. I put a pair of gym shorts over the microphone, and I don't know if there's a noticeable difference, because for the remaining of this video I'm just going to try to do it in one shot. Prepare for the wobble. The wobble is coming. Now, again, this overhead rig that I have, whipped it together pretty quickly, just trying to test some things out. I realized that I cannot have it so that it attaches to the table itself, because when the table bumps, it obviously bumps the rig itself too. And it's a pretty tall rig. I mean, it's basically, I want to say it's like 5.5 feet tall, and it has an arm that reaches out that's pretty long as well. I want to say like 2.5 feet long arm. The solution I'm going to come up with is probably attach it to the wall somehow. I don't know. Again, this is all fairly new. Just trying to figure out a way to get the job done, and testing things as we go. What's going on here? We have 100 of these windows. It's a pretty good score if you need windows, if you ask me. I don't know why the glass wasn't picked up, but who knows? They may have the glass. You never know. A lot of these orders that I pick, I try to figure out what's going on. Some of them I can figure out, some of them I can't figure out. It's kind of a fun little thing as I'm picking the orders. I've been trying to improve my process on speed. Obviously now with kind of setting up a camera and doing all of that and just being aware of the camera there, slowing me down a little bit, but there's a few things that I'm going to be making improvements on to improve overall efficiency in the store and just packing orders and things of that nature. On Mondays, we run a podcast called The Brickdown. It's Monday at 9 p.m. where we talk about Lego. We talk about Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed, which is a mobile game. I've been doing it for, I don't know, quite a few months. It's been a good time. I've learned a lot. I never really had experience with any of these things, and it kind of just led me to trying to figure out how to edit video, and just kind of like a DIY crash course, kind of like everything else here. Like I said, I mean, I've got this microphone. I have no idea why it's cracking. I've got this rig that has shaky video. I'm using a cell phone camera for the video itself. But overall, I mean, it's been a really good learning experience. It's been a lot of fun. Tinkering around with all of the video editing. Man, I had no idea how much space video takes, and to edit and to move it around and all of this stuff, it takes up a lot of storage. So anyone interested in getting involved in doing that, get yourself a external hard drive. It's going to really save you a lot of headaches. You may have noticed from the previous video that I have a few edits in here. You know, a lot of these labels, kind of just edited out the labels. You know, it's interesting just thinking about the process, and kind of breaking down the process on creating a video and things to that nature. I'd like to possibly do a series on that in the future. As for series for this channel, I have a lot of pretty decent ideas. Obviously there's a lot of little technical fixes that I need to work on as well, but I'd like to pick BrickLink orders, discuss BrickLink in general, discuss Lego, build some sets, review some sets, tips and tricks, just really a plethora of stuff. I mean, it's just going to be step by step, little bites, nibble as we go, and I think it's going to be fun. I realize we're getting closer to 100 subscribers. I really appreciate that. It's been quite fun for the past couple weeks when I've been working on this. It's interesting to just think about things differently. It's one thing to watch a YouTube video, and then it's another thing to try to figure out and reverse engineer how it's done, and especially without any sort of experience. But again, the process is really fun. Documenting the journey is going to be fun as well, so I'm looking forward to the entire thing. Update on the Bespin Duel 75294 giveaway. The drawing will be held on the 24th of this month, so basically a week and 1 day from today. The giveaway is going to be held on the Escape Podcast. Now, if you don't know who the Escape Podcast is, it is a podcast regarding mobile video games, one being Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, which I don't have any experience in, and the other one being Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed, which I discussed earlier. They were on our Breakdown podcast on Monday. I will put a link to that in this video. And we basically came up with the way to enter the giveaway. So there's 3 ways to enter. One of them is subscribe here, the other one is subscribe to the Breakdown, and the other one is to subscribe to the Escape Podcast on Twitch. Now, I don't know much about Twitch. I know there was a question regarding, is it subscribe on Twitch or follow on Twitch? It's the one that's basically free. Now, they also stack. So the entries, we're going to record the entries on a document, and they're going to stack. So basically, if you subscribe here, that's 1 entry. If you subscribe on the Breakdown, that's 2 entries. And if you follow or subscribe, whichever the free one is, to the Escape Podcast on Twitch, that gives you 3 entries. The way I like to think about it is sort of like a raffle ticket. Basically, you have the option to have 3 raffle tickets. Now, this channel is getting close to 100 subscribers. The Breakdown is getting close, I think, to 100 subscribers as well. And I think the majority of the entries are going to be on the Escape Podcast. When you watch the previous episode of the Breakdown from this past Monday, where we have the Escape Podcast, you'll find that they've been at it for a couple of years. Huge Star Wars fans, and have a very active audience. Everybody's got a shot. Everybody has the ability to have 3 entries. And again, the drawing's going to be on their show. I will be on their show on the 24th, and that is where the giveaway will be announced. So again, that's September 24th. I want to say about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll give you an update probably prior to that. If you follow along on the Discord, we'll have that posted on the Discord as well. And there will be another episode of the Breakdown this coming Monday, and I'm sure that will be discussed again. Just a quick update on the Patreon. There hasn't been any changes since the last video. you still have a 1 in 3 chance to win this Bespin Dual 75294 set sealed, and basically for $24. That's less than what you were able to buy it when it was on the shelf, so to speak. I think it's a really good opportunity. If you know anybody that has interest in this set, wants this set sealed, can't access it, this is a very good way to get it. And again, the odds are very, very good. 1 in 3 currently, and the drawing is going to be held on the Brickdown on the last Monday of this month. So that will be September 28th. Along with the giveaway on the sealed set on the Patreon for the Bespin Dual set, on the lower tier, you have the opportunity to win a Darth Vader with printed arms. So the grand prize giveaway on the Patreon is going to be the Bespin Dual set. The second, if you don't want to get in on the highest tier, will be the Darth Vader. So again, I'd like to thank everybody that's been subscribing, following along, commenting on the videos and all of that. It's really been quite an interesting, fun thing to do. I really like it because it's going to document kind of the journey from raggedy videos to hopefully more quality videos. I don't know, I just got to keep at it. I'm telling you, I've learned so much just through this process. I've learned that it's probably not a good idea to get a Blue Yeti mic unless if you know what you're doing. I mean, it's a $100 mic. I don't understand why it just doesn't, I don't know, the cracking, I feel very, very bad about it. The shaking of the videos, I feel bad about it too, but again, this is a starting place. But the content is there. I mean, I think it's pretty cool watching parts go on the table and watching parts leave the table, and anyone that had any questions as to like how these BrickLink orders get packed and how that stuff goes down, there's a few little cool things that you're going to find in this video. The way that I seal the bags, the way that the packages are done and all of that. I thought it would be interesting for people that kind of wanted an inside look at things. But again, it's one of these things, I just really wanted to try something and learn some new things. Apparently you can teach an old dog new tricks, and that's really what this whole thing is about. It's really been quite a fun time. I like to think about it too, about what would people like to see. So if you have any suggestions, or if you have any questions or comments, concerns, by all means continue to address them and air them out, and I will try to continue to improve. You're going to see a little bit of editing improvements in this video. You're going to see a little bit of, you get a little bit of everything here. It's a good time. I really take pride in packing orders a certain way. It's just something that I've done from the start, and a lot of our customers, they end up seeing it and they end up really appreciating it. So it makes them happy, it makes me happy. We try to go above and beyond. So that wraps it up for this episode. I appreciate you guys watching, following, subscribing, all the support. Really, really appreciate it. Any sort of background noise that's going on, I apologize. Any sort of wonky video making things, I apologize. Just, again, bear with me. I appreciate you guys' understanding on that. And my son is actually going to take us out. Take it away.
Hi. Be sure to like and subscribe. Bye.